so we've had quite a bit of snow. So I'm on the way to meet some friends who are up a really high point on top of a big hill. So I'm gonna go and see if I can find some snow. Now my rear tyres are quite low on tread. We'll see. See everybody sledding. Alright. How's it going?
Very good.
There's like zero snow on the ground level. And you just see the white hill approaching.
It's amazing, isn't it? But it's a shame that there's fog.
Oh mate.
I went for a walk down there and you can see the views when you get a bit lower and there's still a lot of snow.
It looks epic from down on the ground because it's just it's like the hill goes into the clouds. It's
snow in the
sick.
clouds, yeah, it's wicked.
Hello, so that snow was fun that we had. Yeah, it was really quite a bit of snow we had. You can't tell from that bit of cinematic footage sequence that you just watched, but I found it really difficult to get into that car park to meet my friends at the top of the top of that hill where I went because all the snow. I was just skidding and skidding because my rear wheels are this rear wheel drive van and the rear wheels are quite bald. Yeah, so because my van was skidding around on that snow and because the MOT is coming up, I thought I'd buy some tyres. The MOT is due this week, so yeah, the tyres are pretty bald, so I've got to replace them. But yeah, the two friends I went and met were Dan, who you may recall if you've seen my van tour video I did, and Mole, who you may recall if you've seen my light bar installation video. Both of them have got self-build vans. Mole's just got his van. So he started work on that. I've bought some tyres. Yeah, I've bought some tyres. Have I bought some tyres? It's I wanted some chunky off-road tyres and I've just gone big. Go big or go home is what I was told, so I've gone for some ridiculous tyres. They'll probably be noisy, they'll take the MPG down, but they look so good, they look so cool, so yeah. So you've probably seen them from the thumbnail of this video, but yeah, I'm getting the van MOT'd tomorrow and I'm getting the tyres fitted. Dreading the MOT. I think it's, as far as I know, it's tyres and window wipers. That's as far as I know is things that you know, the things that the van needs. But last year, if you've seen my videos from a year ago, I had a real crap MOT failure, which cost 800 quid. It was horrible, but I just hope it goes through. So anyway, have a look at these tyres. Okay, so these are the tyres. Chunky tyres. Technically they're for off-roading. They say that they're 95% off-road and 5% on-road. And I do my driving probably 95% on-road. But they look so cool. They are 16s because that's the size of my current wheels. They're 205s by 80. Actually 4 inches taller than my current tyres, so that would be 2 inches either side, which is bigger. And there's so much clearance around my wheel arches, so I'm pretty confident that they're fine. So I've been driving around for a little while. I've tried 4 different car parts places, trying to find locking nuts, locking wheel nuts for my wheels, because I'm going to have these nice tyres. I'll be worried that someone will come along an ½ inch, someone's come steal them. They might not, it's never happened to me before, but you know what I mean, I've got nice tyres that I'm going to be quite proud of, but I can't seem to find any locking wheel nuts for a commercial vehicle, because they're usually for alloys, because who would want to nick steel wheels off of commercial vehicles? So do they make them? Does anyone know? Well, by the time you're watching this, I would have probably found out the answer, but still, I want to keep them safe. I want to keep them safe and unstealable. Someone might want my nice new tyres, and they can't have them. Okay, so the van went for its MOT. I hate MOTs. Okay, so it failed. I got a text from my mechanic saying it had failed on brakes, emissions, and steering rack has got a slight weeping of fluid. So I think that, now I was obviously quite annoyed, but my mechanic said it's not as bad as it sounds. I think there's just a couple of points on the caliper, brake caliper, and the steering rack where they're just weeping a little bit of fluid. And the emissions, I think it's burning a little bit tit much oil. I've noticed that when the van's idling, if you leave it idling for a while and then put your foot down on the accelerator, it does get a bit of smoke out of the exhaust. So I think it's burning a little bit too much oil or fuel, probably oil, the mechanic says. So yeah, it failed, so it's going back in tomorrow. So hopefully he can get it for an MOT and fit my tyres. I'm sure he will. It's just bad timing at the moment. The cam belt on my car broke as well. We broke down the other night, and that's costing a lot of money to fix the cam belt. So it's not a good time. Not a good time at the moment. And I had major flu, so I've not been able to work much as well. So it's alright. Okay. So the van is all MOT, it's all road legal. There were a few things that were needed. A new hose on the power steering, or on the steering rack, I'm not sure which. So the steering wheel feels really loose now because they've obviously rebled it all and stuff. So had to get a new hose for the steering rack, I think. The caliper, one of the calipers was sticking, so all the brake system needed to be sorted out and rebled. So the brakes feel good. Emissions, I don't know what he did. Maybe he put some of that smoke stop stuff through it, but anyway, he managed to get it through the emissions. And he fitted my tyres for me. beasty tyres. I'll show you some footage in a minute of the tyres. The tyres are ridiculous. I wanted to try it. I wanted to see what they look like, and they look so cool. Practicality of them though is not great. If you're happy to put up with a bit of noise, and being a little bit shaky, and now the van is a little bit higher, you really notice it in the steering. Actually, it's really boaty. You turn, and then in a second later it turns, so it's a little bit wobbly. It's not practical. They're not practical, but I think they look really cool, and I won't be getting stuck in any fields or any mud or any snow or ice. So yeah, if you're near to me and you get stuck, give me a call. I'll come and save you. Alright, so I'm planning my next road trip with my family. We did a trip in 2017. Yeah, in 2017 we went to France and Spain for 3 weeks. All those videos are on my channel if you wanted to search through, if you haven't watched them already. But yeah, we're planning to go to Wales and Scotland in July and August. End of July, beginning of August, that kind of time. So Snowdonia, sort of Brecon Beacon, all that in Wales, and then up to Scotland, heading all the way up to as far as sort of Loch Ness, and I may even take a day drive to John O'Groats. So, because I've been to Land's End in November, I went to Land's End. I'd like to go to John O'Groats. So I've done both corners of Britain. So all those mountain roads and moors and all that kind of stuff. I'm planning to do a bit of off-roading. So that is another reason for buying the tyres. I haven't just bought them to look good. It's a huge part of my reasoning for buying them. But I am going to be going up some mountains, doing all that Scotland stuff. I can't wait to do that. It's going to be so cool. So yeah, that's going to be all on my channel as well. I'm going to vlog the whole thing and hopefully get a lot of nice footage and photos. So alright, so before I show you the footage of the tyres, I'll sign off. I'm going to end this video here. What did we do? We had a bit of a snow day, which sort of gave me that kick to get some decent tyres because I was skidding all over the place. And MOTs, I hate them. Thank you for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you very soon. Alright, bye bye.